and still the undisputed super middleweight champion of the world.
Canelo Munguia this Cinco de Mayo weekend. I'm having a real hard time getting interested into this fight. But it's going down, whether we like it or not. Canelo Alvarez will be going up against Jaime Munguia. Carlos Adames comes out and says that Canelo Alvarez will be fighting Jermall Charlo next. It's your boy, Mr. 926, a.k.a. Bushido the Dragon, a.k.a. the Black Mage, a.k.a. I could just do this all day, the two-time demonetized champion of the world.
Smash the like button.
Check it out, man. Canelo Alvarez, Jaime Munguia, man. I mean, if I wouldn't even have known that he had a fight coming up, but he has a fight coming up this weekend, Cinco de Mayo. Jaime Munguia. Canelo received a lot of criticism for this matchup, as we all know, a lot of criticism. Most people want to see him fight David Benavidez, right? Most people really want to see him fight Benavidez.
Yo creo que tienen que disfrutar esta pelea que tenemos enfrente, que es lo más importante. Hay que darle el respeto a Jaime Munguia que se merece, hay que disfrutar esta. Y yo creo que el fanático que está por ahí con el cartel la trae adentro desde Golovkin, entonces no se la van a sacar nunca.
So basically he responded to a question. This was his response to a question to a fan taunting him with a sign about not fighting Benavidez. So we're going to see a lot of that on Saturday night when Canelo Alvarez makes his ring walk. We're going to see a lot of people with signs, Benavidez. We may even hear some jeers. We may even hear some people booing Canelo Alvarez as he enters that ring to face Jaime Munguia. This is why he's so like, because he knows he could feel the difference. He knows that people really wanted to see him fight somebody else. Nobody really wanted to see him fight Jaime Munguia. I mean, who's really the guy that's promoting this fight? I mean, the promotion for this fight in general has been very lackluster, and really the only selling point of this fight is there's Canelo Alvarez, and he's going to be fighting on the Mexican holiday. That's the only reason why this fight will probably sell in the slightest bit. It's just not interesting to me at all. Jaime Munguia, man, he could fight, but Canelo picked him for a reason, man. This is part of the script. Okay, this is all part of the script. Jaime Munguia is going to go up in there. He's probably going to be done in the fight within 8 rounds. That's probably part of the script. Jaime Munguia is just too much respect. Canelo Alvarez said he picked Jaime Munguia because just respect. You know, Jaime Munguia, he's unheralded. Like he hasn't really done anything in boxing. When it was time to fight Boo Boo Andre, when Andre, who's WBO mandatory, he turned down that opportunity to fight Boo Boo Andre for a world title. And he just finds himself in a fight with Canelo Alvarez. I'm just having a real hard time, you guys. I ain't even gonna lie to you. This we know what's gonna happen. And I didn't do no videos talking about this fight because it's gonna be me coming off as a hater. Because I have nothing nice to say about this shit. Other than Canelo Alvarez may get the fucking knockout, bro. Jaime Munguia, if he comes to win for real, he could possibly make something happen to surprise Canelo. Because Canelo isn't that same Canelo we saw 2, 3, 4 years ago, y'all. He's on autopilot. He's collecting the bag as he go. He don't want to fight too hard. He don't want nobody in the ring that really wants to hurt him. He don't want to do none of that stuff no more, man. There's too much money involved. It's just too much money involved with Canelo Alvarez for me to really take this fight too serious, bro. Jaime Munguia, he can make something happen with his aggressive style. However, his defense is with his chin, his face, and he does have an iron chin. Will Canelo be able to fire something off if Munguia is coming firing on all cylinders? Will Canelo be able to land something off? Canelo likes to fight in spots. Canelo likes to fight when he wants to fight. Will Jaime Munguia forget how to throw punches all of a sudden? That's what I'll be going to be looking for. Jaime Munguia is an extremely aggressive fighter. Probably one of the more aggressive fighters in the sport of boxing. So if he's up in there not throwing punches and Canelo Alvarez just standing there with his high guard up and just standing there and shit, then I know, yeah. You know what I'm saying? We gonna see how this fight really plays out. I'm gonna be paying close attention to the intensity of the fighters and just how this fight really looks. You know what I'm saying? Because I think this is all part of the script. But speaking of script, Carlos Adames comes out and says, yesterday I heard that if Canelo won this Sunday, he would face Jermall in September. Let's be clear. In a month, he will have 3 years without defending his title. He spent 2 years avoiding me, alleging situations. Mine were worse, and I never cried about it. Now, this is Carlos Adames, the WBC. Is he WBC middleweight champion right now? Whatever the case, no, he's not, actually. Jermall Charlo has been holding on to that belt for a long, long, long time. And Carlos Adames is getting upset. And now he's hearing that Jermall Charlo is going to segue right into a fight with Canelo Alvarez. And this is likely to be true. This is probably part of the script. Go up in there and beat up on Jaime Munguia on PBC. You know what I'm saying? They go, Al Heyman and go get Canelo whatever he wants. And then he's going to proceed to beat up on Jermall Charlo. Then he going to have both Charlos on his resume. Charlos that isn't the same Charlos that was the Lions only. But the Charlo's just not the same Charlos, and definitely not Jermall Charlo. So this is all part of the script, you guys. I mean, I'm just a messenger here. You know what I'm saying? This is how it's going to play out.
Ganar por nocaut es muy bonito. Yo creo que antes del 8 voy a terminar por nocaut.
Are you going?
He even said he's going to get the knockout in 8 rounds. See, that's what I'm saying, man. I mean, shit, like, is this a PBC or a DAZN event? They got the PBC microphone. They got the DAZN in the background. What is going on with boxing? Is this a Amazon Prime pay-per-view? Is this a DAZN pay-per-view? Is this a PBC event? What the hell is going on? Let's see what Jaime had to say.
Una pelea entre mexicanos siempre, pues siempre son grandes peleas, siempre son grandes guerras y yo lo he venido demostrando en mis últimas peleas, entonces esta no va a ser la excepción. Porque
basically says it's going to be a war between two Mexicans. It's going to be a war. When do Canelo feel like getting into a war? You know what I'm saying? Like, is Canelo Alvarez at this point in his career, the golf playing Canelo? Is he in here trying to get into a war? I don't think so, bro. This is a really, let me just be 100% honest with you guys about this fight. Just a fight for Canelo Alvarez and his people, man. That's really all this is. This is just something to fill the slot for the holiday, something where he can win and look good against. He don't want to be up in there on Cinco de Mayo weekend getting beat up by nobody. Come on, man. Let's go fuck the money up. Canelo Alvarez still only 33 years old, and he still feels like he got some food on the table to go ahead and collect that bag before he walk up out the door. You know what I'm saying? So that's really all this is, bro. You know, he could have fought David Benavidez this weekend, but he opted to fight Jaime Munguia, a guy that was in a smaller weight class once again. So, I mean, whatever the case, I think Jaime Munguia has made his 168-pound debut, and he looked really good against John Ryder, a guy Canelo Alvarez actually struggled against. But I don't know, man. You already know how I feel about Canelo Alvarez in his fights. I don't hate Canelo Alvarez or nothing like that, but I'm just going to call it how I see it, man. I was a fan of the dude, but his fights just be looking funny, bro, and it's just too much respect. You know, you picking these dudes based off of respect. You know, he's going to get up in there, and if Jaime Munguia is not throwing punches, then we already know what time it is. Canelo Alvarez goes up against Jaime Munguia this weekend. Are you guys interested? Tell me what you guys think. Like, subscribe, holla at your boy. Peace out.